Good morning, friends. Let's increase our knowledge about the sericulture and the rearing of silkworms. Silkworms and the extraction of thread were discovered in China about 5,000 years ago, and it was an accidental discovery by a princess Jing Ling Si. The cocoon fell from the tree in his tea, and he observed that it can be reared as a thread. We already heard about the Silk Road, the largest trade route between the eastern China and the Mediterranean Sea. And today, the China and India produces 60% of the world total silk each year. Let's see the map of world about the Silk Road. It is extended from Peking to Katan and Tashkent, Baghdad, Istanbul, Damascus, and Baghdad. Let's see in the graph. As we can see, China ranked first with 83% of the global share of the silk production, and India with 40% second position, Brazil 1%, and the other countries contribute 2% of the global production of the silk. There are different types of silk: mulberry silk, munga silk, tassar silk, eri silk, and other silk we will see in the next slide. Now let's talk about the types of silk and how they extracted from the insects. The first one is mulberry silk. It is white in color and it is extracted from the Bombax mori, which feed on the mulberry plant. Second is the tropical tassar silk. Its color is coppery and it is extracted from the Anthrea myletia, and it is reared on the Arjun tree. The next is the oak tassar, and it is extracted from the Anthrea proile, and host plant is Corcus species. Further we move the eri silk, the white color. It is extracted from the Sesmania cynthia, and the host plant is castor. And the last one, the Munga silk, the golden yellow color silk. It is extracted from Antheria assama, and its host plant is Som, the Paraceae bombaceae, and its producing state is Assam. Now, how can we identify the silk is real or not? Because in this market we found many fake products. One of the tests is to burn it, and it does not smell like burning. Now let's talk about how to rear the silkworm and to extract the silk. Let's take a healthier moth for breeding purpose and wait for the laying of eggs. Now, after hatching, the larva emerges from the eggs and feed on marberry leaves. We are talking about the marberry leaves as a host plant leaves. Now, they feed for 20 to 35 days. After 35 days, they start spinning and forming a cocoon, and these take about 3 to 7 days to complete. Next, after the cocoon is formed, we took the cocoon and put it in the warm hot water. We know the larvae are get killed inside the cocoon, but we get the silk. After putting it in the hot water, the we can easily extract the silk threads on the wheel and put it in a silk thread. Now we have to take care how we are extracting the thread from the cocoon. It affects the quality of the threads if you don't do it properly. For example, after extracting the single filaments and they are washed, dried and twisted to form the yarn. The texture depends on the fabric, on the manner of twisting. And at last, let's Increase our general knowledge about the Central Research Institute of India and the Central Silk Board. There are mainly four central silkworm institutes in India: Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute, Mysore, Karnataka; Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute, West Bengal; Central Tasar Research and Training Institute, Ranchi, Jharkhand; Central Silk Technology Research Institute, CSTRI, Bangalore, Karnataka. And about the Central Silk Board. Central Silk Board, Government of India, started in 1958. And second, the Ministry of Textiles, Government of India. Thank you, friends. I hope I have increased your knowledge about the silkworm and their rearing.